So maybe at least next.
Okay, okay. It works fine. No, it works fine. It works fine now. For some reason, because I was connected to it works fine. Yeah, I'm recording now. Okay.
Yeah, maybe Brian, you can start again, Brian. Okay, we will record your voice.
Yeah, no problem. So, ABAP managed database procedure. Okay. So for implement this, we need Eclipse or HANA Studio. Then we need ABAP plugins, ABAP perspective plugins. Once we install those plugins, we'll able to create this project explorer. Okay. As you can see, we click on classes. We create a new ABAP class. Okay. Then click on next. We provide these details. Saved on temp. Provide class name. Provide the description. Go to the next. Provide transport request. Okay. So now important thing in AMDP class.
Sorry, Brian, sorry for interrupting you. So probably from next session. See, the idea is okay. Now, what I see is from your session and Rachana's session. The thing is, what we are trying to explain is how to do it. Okay, and I think most of these guys are new to. For example, AMDP. I'm pretty sure most of these guys will not know what is a AMDP class, what is the purpose of it, why do you need it. Okay, so the idea is okay. We should make them understand. So next session, also I expect the same question from others as well. So people should ask when you start AMDP, I think they should ask what is AMDP, and they should ask that actually. Okay, so because not everybody is going to do homework on AMDP. This is something which you are trying to explain. Okay, so the expectation is why we need AMD class. Now you're telling how to create AMD class. Absolutely fine. That is also very important. No question about it. But before that, we need to make them understand. Is it what is the purpose of it? Why? What if you compare it with the normal traditional method? How is it different? And where exactly to use it? Now, the first question which will come into your mind is, okay, when you create a program, either I should go for AMDP class, I should go for a CDS view, or I should go for some other option. So that is what is very important. Okay, so it's not just how to create it. Okay, we probably know how to create it. Where to use it? That is key. So that is something which you can prepare in the next session, not now, because I know you need to do some background work to understand it better. But others, next session,
I can explain.
We're not going to cover. Please, yeah, that's good then. So if it's not covered, then they're going to question. Task owner, I'm expecting the task owner to ask that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, first of all, AMDP is like ABAP managed database procedure. So the term comes procedure. It means that we can implement the logic at the database level. Okay. So like in normal ECC, what we can create a view. So it is a query. We can just fire a query on the database and it will fetch the data of 2 tables and display it. Okay. So in AMDP, it's like, just like a view, but we can create a procedure on the database. So all the logic of the application layer server, we push it to database level. Okay. So it's a great advantage. For example, if I want to fetch line level data of the sales order, okay, and if I want to calculate the number of the quantity, okay. So for example, I fetch the 10,000 line item. I can then database will send this 10,000 line item to the server, application server, and then we calculate the quantity. Okay. So and in AMDP, what happens? We create a database procedure. Once we fire the database procedure, it will calculate the number of the quantity of the 10,000 record, and it will send just only the one record of containing that number of the quantity. So 10,000 records across one record. So it saves lot many database time. Okay, so this is the big advantage. So we push the logic from application layer to database layer.
So I think that was the important point. You covered the important point, but again, there's one small point there, like we're talking about S4HANA. to add what you're explaining. So since we're talking about HANA database, the earlier conventional method is what you do is, okay, you try to reduce database hits. So you try to do all your calculation, all your any sort of programming logic, you do it at application layer level, because the database is comparatively a small one. Now talking about HANA database, HANA is huge. Okay, and that is the reason any sort of thing is saying, okay, correct. You do it at database level itself, and that is the reason we have these kind of technologies or these kind of technical things which helps in that. And AMDP is one of the key things to help in that. Okay, that's why, as you were rightly saying, you are moving the logic to database instead of doing it at application layer. Correct, Brian? Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. Hello, Brian. Sorry to interrupt. To add more points for Brian, this AMDP can be reusable object. Once a database procedure is created through AMDP, it will be residing inside that database layer, so that somebody else also can read.
Cover that.
So that's why we are creating a through class in our normal reusable class.
Right.
Yes, right.
Thanks, Rajesh.
Okay. So to create this class, so to create this class, we need to use this interface in our class. Okay. So the syntax of this class will be like, we create a normal class, okay, and use this interface, okay, in definition, like this. Rest is all as we normally create the class, and in implementation of this class, okay. So in implementation, we define method like this, method name, then by database procedure of HDB, HANA database, language SQL script, option read only, write only. We can also write we can also modify the database using this method, and we need to provide the tables which we are going to use in this method. Okay. So in this we write our procedure. We get the data in our table using this query. Okay. In here, it is not a common SQL query. We use functions like case, add, or union or something on this query. So it will we can do the logic in this query. Okay. So this is a simple query. We just use the case statement here. So instead of this A, B, C, we are writing corresponding statement. Okay. So once we write this method, we activate the AMDP class, and if we go to SE24, we can see that class is created in SE24. Okay. So now we want to use this method. So we go to we create a program, normal program. Okay. We use this method, pass our sales order. It will fetch the sales order. Okay. But one point I want to note is, once we fire this method, then only it will create procedure on the database. Okay. So now I change this class. Okay. Then I need to fire this method from the program. Then only that procedure in the database will be changed.
It's called lazy activation.
Sorry?
It's called a lazy activation procedure.
Name of it, yeah.
So as you can see, once we fire the method from the program, these procedures are created on the database. Okay. Any questions?
Yeah, I think this is one of the interesting topics. No questions as of now. I think from my side at least. So I think we would like to see more on this. Each and every person. I think it is important to clarify the details about CDS view and AMDP. Not now. I'm saying in practically when we get the access to the server.
We can include more of these statements to create a SQL procedure. Is the important.
I think the work we have done is very good. So even similar to what Rachna has told, I think really appreciate that. So now the next week let's go ahead and create it in the server directly. Show some practical examples.
Yes.
Any other? Thanks, Brian. Any other questions, guys? Anybody else?
Yeah, Gokul, and we need Eclipse or HANA database for it in HANA Sandbox.
I have already requested Suresh. I'll let Suresh answer that.
It's in progress. Once we have the system, we will ask them to install Eclipse. No worries.
Yeah. Thanks, Suresh.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Brian and team. So who is next? Let's talk about next BRF plus. Anybody who is going to take this? Kapilan's team or?
Yeah, it's Kapilan, my team.
And who is going to present it? Kapilan will talk about that.
Yeah. Today, the BRF plus, we will be presenting by Darshana.
Darshana? Okay. So
Darshana.
Go ahead. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Yeah,
Gokul, just a question. Is it Yokesh and other people are in the loop or not yet? Example,
no, I'll
Yokesh.
do that, Suresh. I remember. I'll add that. Very sorry about that. I'll add that.
Okay. After this recording session, please share with them also. The next time we need to include
them also.
Everyone,
We'll add it. Sure, absolutely.
Whether they resigned or not, it doesn't matter. So they contributed to our team. We need to include them also. That's more important.
Absolutely. I completely agree. I'll send it to them as well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
Okay, can I start now?
Yeah.
The time starts now. Are you all able to see my screen? Okay, now I will start with the BRF plus. It is related to the configuration custom output type with the BRF using S4HANA.
Who is that, Nupur? The 2 girls, 3, 4 girls?
The photo,
Yeah. First I need to...
That is a joke, Darshana. I think you are very serious, huh?
No, I'm not serious. Okay. Can I tell you what is exactly BRF plus? Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay. BRF plus, it is just a decision management tool, and it is related to the application programming interface where we define our rule to print our output with the help of standard forms in BRF plus. So overview of that, if there are the input or the rules are implemented as an expression, logical expression, and rules input is known as context and the output is known as result in BRF plus. So there are a lot of things like decision table, structure, decision tree and all. So for this output type, we need to configure the BRF plus in our system. Like we see in normal SAP system, there are a NACE transaction where we define the ZSD or ZSO something, and we assign our Z customized form to display the data. So like in the BRF plus, there also we need to configure and we need to configure the I am taking one example like ZSO thing to display the sales document using the output type by using BRF plus in S4 HANA system. There are a lot of channels. We need to configure that setting also for displaying the output like printer, email, XML and IDOC. And we can do the dispatch time also immediately or schedule one and whatever you want. Then for importing the doing BRF plus in S4 HANA, we need first of all one note, that is 2248229 to upload the XML things for document type purchase order, invoice, sales document to display in that. Then now move to the, we need to run the transaction, that is BRF plus in SAP GUI. Then only that Internet Explorer things will come in our system. But unfortunately, our sandbox is not supporting for this transaction. So just I will added some outputs from net only. So there in BRF plus we need to call the transaction BRF plus, then there is a personalized window will appear, and we need to user mode, export mode, and then click save it, that setting. We need these all task is related to the configuration and setting, and we have to display the form, standard form using BRF plus. So there is nothing like code related as of now, but I don't know the exact one about the HANA related things. So I need to also R&D on that. Then we have to go to the SPRO and we have to customize, configure the BRF plus transaction and output control in that. Then again, we need to assign each and every output channel. In the first assign output channel, then define the rule for that, and then again define output type business rule over here in S4 HANA things like email, IDOC, what you want to display your output with the help of what. Then if we create new entry like that, we have to save and then go to the next page, then assign your SD form over there, and all that we need to do in a BRF plus transaction only. And then select receiver, channel, printer setting, form template, output relevance and all with the ZSO.
Right.
Then you will okay, then execute the transaction VA01 sales order and display the using VA03. Then you will get the second line for that with the in ZSO. You will need to assign your SD form, that standard form, and then LP01 printer setting for the output display. And that's it, BRF configurations and form display things. And there are the limitations also. IDOC is not supported. Then there is some that is the system BRF plus. And one video I just like to share, if you allow, then only I will play this.
Time is up. You can share the video.
Correct. Yeah, video you can keep it for. I can share it. You can share it in the email lesson. I think so. Just wanted to add one small point because I didn't get a gap in between, so that I thought I'll add my points. I was just like,
Thank you, Miss. You have
Yeah, thanks, Darshana. Just want to add BRF. Just one small point. I just want to add from my side. So it's not a new topic. First of all, BRF. I think we already discussed. It is already there in the current system as well. I think some of you already worked. So it is there in St. Gobain system as well. Okay, it's a fancy. So I think you all know about fixed data table, for example. It's more fancy way of. It's a different format, but similar to what you do using fixed data, for example. And there are a lot of other features as well. So the main key thing is there's no direct dependency between BRF plus and S4 HANA. So, so the main purpose here, why we covered this is more of an output determination. The way you define all your condition record, not the output condition records, etc. So that is actually replaced, or there is a new way. The current screen what she's showing now. So that is getting replaced, or it's a new way of this is the exact screen, and so this is replaced by BRF plus, and BRF plus is more flexible, where you can define multiple different condition combinations and different ways to identify a particular output type. If you want to print, let's say if you want to print a sales order, now I think you have to go to the output condition this thing, and you have to maintain it. If you go to a SD person, if you are familiar with SD, you know that. Now same thing, you can do it here in BRF plus, but there are a lot of other advantages. Okay, so Darshana, you can in the next session you can talk about the advantages as well. You can show it. Okay, if you use BRF plus, what exactly you're going to gain, and even in S4HANA system you have the old method of output determination as well. So till you'll be able to use NAST, same NAC and all, you'll be able to use it. But this is more advanced thing, and as I understand, I think you'll be able to use only Adobe Forms, as I understand. So not 100% sure. Maybe if anybody knows, I can add. So for SAP script and smartphone, I think you'll have to go for the old method, I think. Okay.
No, we can add
this is more for printing purpose. Smartphone, is it possible, Rajesh?
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible.
It's possible.
Smartphone is possible.
If Rajesh says, I'll have to agree. No problem. Okay. Okay, right. Thank you. Thanks, Rajesh, and thanks.
I have one question.
Darshana.
I have one question, Darshana or Rajesh or Gokul. Hello. Do we ask question or not?
Yeah, we can hear you, Suresh.
Yes.
Right. See, Darshana, you have mentioned that we cannot use IDOC creation in BRF plus. There is a limitation.
Yes.
Is it true, or is it you got it from some internet?
Some internet only, because I'm unable to perform my task since from 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because BRF plus transaction.
So Rajesh, we
I'll
cannot use IDOC.
I'll try to answer that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I'll try to answer that. Probably Rajesh, you can add more points. So this is more about if you go to normal output determination, you have different options like special functions. You have there are other options, printing. You have facts and all. Similar to that. So if you use BRF plus, you will not be able to handle IDOC. So it doesn't create any IDOC directly, but the way we do that in normal output determination, it's not possible. As of now, it is not possible in BRF plus in current system. But also I read it somewhere that they are also working on it. The current version is not possible. It is not supporting IDOC. ALE and what you normally do it in a normal output determination is not possible. It is not working. Okay, but IDOC, it doesn't mean IDOC in S4HANA. I am not going to create IDOC at all. So the question is more about through BRF plus, through in output determination, you will not be able to create IDOC. That is the whole point.
But Gokul, in S4HANA, everyone need to understand BRF plus for because I do remember one of your training session. I think Rajesh given a BRF plus S4HANA session long back. He mentioned we need to use, there is a two-way of output determination in S4HANA, the classical way, and once you converted into BRF, the new way, we cannot revert back, right? In that case, how S4HANA will handle this IDOC generation?
Okay. See, in the same system itself, per document type, for example, if for sales order, if you want to go for BRF plus, so you can do that. And in the same system itself, let's say for billing document print, or maybe I don't know for delivery print, if you want to go for classical, it's possible. In the same system, you'll be able to control it. And so we need to decide if you want to, if in the current system, let's say in one of our system we are creating IDOC, then obviously we have to continue with the classical approach. Okay, in the same system, but it is possible to export. Okay, so there is a place where you can set it. Okay, So you have to continue with the classical approach for the place where you are creating the item. That's something which you have to follow. And any other places where you're just printing it, where you're just I don't know, maybe sending facts or something, those kind of things will be able to replace it with BRF plus. BRF plus is not mandatory, definitely. It's not mandatory.
Right.
So
Thank
both
you.
you can mix it and will be able to use it.
Right. Thank you. Thank you,
Rajesh,
Gokul
you want to add any
and
points,
Darshana.
Rajesh, I think. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, Darshana.
Thanks, Darshana. Thank you.
Just an observation, huh? Just an observation. I could feel Darshana voice and Nupur voice is similar from here.
Okay, today.
So who is next? Since covered Kapil and
Sachin, HANA.
Kapil and covered, Brian covered, Prachi and Neeraj. Whose team is next?
Neeraj is not there, so on behalf of Neeraj, I am presenting a task. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Can I get the share access?
You can use that. Share content. You can directly get it from there. Just use that option in the menu. Share. Yeah.
Okay. Hello everyone. My topic is to add a tab in a BP transaction code. So we have a simple steps which needs to be done, and using these steps we can add a tab into business BP transaction. Okay. So first we need to create one subscreen, and for this we need to first create the function group, and inside the function group we will create one subscreen. After that we need to use a transaction as a BUS1, and then we will create one application. This application, for this application, we need to give a naming convention as a Z or Y. Continue. Okay. After creation of application, we need to create the data set by using the transaction BUS23. Then we need to create the field groups using the transaction BUS2. After creating the field group, we need to assign the fields to the field group which we have created on our subscreen. So this field must be created maybe inside the standard structure or maybe inside the standard table. So structure is required so that we can assign this table or structure into the field group. Okay. After that, we need to create one view. For this view, we need to assign the main program which we have created by using the function group, and then the subscreen number which we have created for the additional tab. After creation of the view, we need to create the field groups for the particular view, and the field group which we need to create, maybe we can give the number as a random number. There is no specific number which we need to give for the field group. After that, we need to create one of the section by using the transaction BUS4. This section would be maybe with the Z naming convention or the Y naming convention. Following the after creation of the view, we need to assign the section. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Just to sorry for interrupting you. Sorry for interrupting. Just one small point. So last time what we'll do is this is the first session. We'll extend it for 10 to 15 minutes. Sorry guys, if that is okay for all. So, but next week the expectation is that Nupur and Sendil will control it. Either me or Suresh or others, Rajesh will not speak much. So I'll leave to them. But this week I think hopefully it is okay for everybody. 10 to 15 minutes maximum. We'll extend it. Okay. Sorry, Sachin. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, good.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. After creating the section, we need to create the view and need to assign this view to our section. And for this view also we need to give the item number. This is also not mandatory to give a specific item number. This would be a number, any random number which we can specify. Then we need to create one screen for this with the transaction of BUS5. This screen is something like we can call it as a parent or child relationship. This is like a parent screen, and inside this parent screen we need to assign. This will be containing our subscreen which we have created earlier at the first step. So we can create this screen using the BUS5 transaction, and we can give name as a Z or Y, anything. So some property we need to set over here, like maybe external screen or BDT. It's totally depend on where the screen is required and how the sequence it is. So I'm not going now deeper into this in this property of this screen origin. After creating the screen, we need to assign the section to the screen which we have created on a step 5. So this section which we have created with the item number, that Z section we will assign to this parent screen which we have created with the BUS5 transaction. After that we need to create the screen sequence. Okay, this screen sequence we can create same as a Z or Y, and after creating the screen sequence we need to assign the screen which we have created on a step 7. Step 7, this screen sequence we need to assign, and after this we will create the screen category. Okay, and finally we will assign this screen sequence to the business partner role which we need to, where we need to add the additional tab. So for our case, we have that business partner view, business partner role as a partner credit management. So we found the business partner view as UKM 000. Okay, and after selecting this business partner view, we will assign this application which we have created on a second step to this business partner view. And after assigning this application, whatever things were assigned to the application, that will automatically flow through this application. And then if you check the BP transaction and try to create the new business partner with the role of the credit management, you can see the new tab at the end which we have created just now using the subscreen. That's it from my side. This is total technical part, Gokul, so I could not explain you business process and all this thing.
Well, I think you covered it. Again, just to add, so similar to what Brian was saying, so what you explained is more about just small correction. So you're talking about how to do it perfect. So this is really important. But again, probably the idea is to start from why exactly this is important. For example, in this case, we're talking about business partner, and from S4HANA perspective, again, I think probably in the next session, I think so we need to see why is it important to talk about business partner. Why is it important? So since we have vendor, we have customer, why should we worry about business partner at all? Is there a change in the whole structure? Maybe we start from there, we can cover that. Maybe the coming session quickly you can cover that and then go to the point. So then people have the significance of it. So why worry about the custom field in customer master? Why should we add it in the business partner? So that point is very important. No problem. So I think probably people to ask that question. Next week you can add it, no problem. Right?
Okay, I thought this would be going through some functional area. That's the reason I have not explained you.
No problem. Just some background you can give next week. No issues, Sachin. Thank you.
Okay.
Any other questions, guys? Anybody?
We'll take care from next. Yeah. Who is the next?
Yeah.
From HANA, my Ankit is going to present our topic.
Can you make me present from here?
Please share content. Go to the menu, share content, and click on screen one or something. Yeah, we see your screen.
So, are you able to see my screen now?
Yes.
So my topic is to add any custom field in KONV table. So the KONV table is not present in HANA, S4 HANA, and most of the table in the S4 HANA are given with the same name. But KONV table does not have the same name. So KONV table is replaced with PRCD underscore elements. In S4 HANA, KONV table is empty, unlike MKPF and BKPF table, which are populated through transaction like MEDDOC and ACD DOCA. For KONV table, we need to add the structure in PRCD elements, and we cannot directly add the structure in PRCD elements. We need to add it through PRCS elements. So this is obsolete. KONV table is obsolete in S4 HANA. So we have a new view in S4 HANA for KONV table, which is KONV underscore CDS. And we are now, there are two ways we can add custom fields in the table. And particularly, this is not particularly for KONV, this is for all the tables. First is using custom field using append structure, and another is extend table using CDS proxy view. So to add any append structure in KONV table, we need to create a structure and add it, append it in PRCS elements underscore data structure. Then once we activate this structure, it will be available in table PRCD underscore elements. And there is another way through which we can extend the table using CDS proxy view. This I have not tried it because the system is down now. So this week I will try this. So do you have any questions?
Okay, I think, sorry Ankit, I think there are some points we need to discuss, I think. This, first of all, I don't know whether KONV is a good example for this, and even using proxy view for field edition, it's not exactly applicable for all cases. I think there are some conflicts. I think we'll discuss it, no problem. I think also we need to see.
Okay,
this is one point I also discussed with the team. If the task is very simple, see if we can make it more interesting. I think I already shared one of the PDF document which talks more about how to do a select from KONV. Suppose if in your custom program, if there is a KONV select or KONV related code, what should be done to replace it? Okay, so that is the key point. I think we should try to cover. Maybe we'll discuss. No problem. Okay. Because adding a custom field in KONV, I don't know whether
yes,
I don't know.
Yes, elements. We can fetch PRCD elements.
No, actually, there are different ways to do it. There is a class provided by SAP. I think there is a class provided by new class, and you have to use a different method to do that. If I remember correctly, probably I think Rajesh can also add it. This is what I remember. Rajesh, is that correct? There is a different class, right, Rajesh?
Yes. Yes, we have different class created separately for that particular tables. So it will be called, then it will replace.
Right.
For PRCD element reading, we have different.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll discuss about it. No problem. I think we'll discuss about it. So before next week's session, I think we need to check it. So we need to do that, and we'll modify this a bit, because this is I think maybe we need to make it more interesting. This one. I think so we'll talk about the no issues. We should have discussed it earlier, but yeah. Okay. Any other question related to KONV? Any other questions you have? Or, Suresh, you want to add anything?
No. There is no question from my side. I think the captains worked very well, and the team worked very well. Even we faced many access issue and everything. Once we get the extension, we will try to create more user ID and make more autonomous. Okay, so I received around 8 pain points from Gokul with all the people help. So I will try to cover as much as the pain points will be reduced. Okay. And please support Gokul to add some more pain points. Or Gokul, you are going to share, you already shared with the captain, right?
Captains, yeah, they're in the loop. We can share it to the team captains. We can do that. I've already CC'd them.
Yes.
We can.
Okay. Yeah, captain has to.
Suresh, just one suggestion. If there is any points to be added.
Yes.
Suresh, one suggestion. Mohit
yes,
here.
Please.
Yeah, what we could do is like few of the functional consultants at Index side have done some kind of a training on S4 HANA. So why not use them and create some kind of a configuration on master data?
No problem.
Okay. Yeah, because few of them have showed interest that okay, can we get access? So we could use it for our benefit, saying them to create the basic configuration. They will also learn and will also get some kind of a master data there.
Okay, 2 people from each module. No problem.
Yeah. Okay, no problem.
One of the pain points over then. Okay. Thanks, Suresh, and thanks, team. So let's continue the good work. Next week, yeah. Sorry, you're saying something?
Yeah, Google, this is here. Just an update. So we are going to update. We are not. So any task is not completed until the demo is shown. So as the demo is planned next week, so we will put the task as completed once it is done.
Right. So the Trello tracker which I showed earlier, what Sendil is saying is that the Trello tracker which I showed we'll process it only from the next session. Yeah, Sendil. Yeah, absolutely. That I think I already explained. You joined a bit later, so probably missed it. Okay. So, no problem. Okay, guys. Thanks for your time, and let's continue the good work, and let's meet for the full demo session next week. Thank you. Thanks all. Thanks, coordinator. Thanks, Captain.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you all.